Hi guys. Sorry I've been MIA this weekend, but it, several things happened. Like I posted on Facebook about what happened on Friday. I had I had forgotten that was pantry cleaning day, so I spent a chunk of the day doing that, and it was by the time that was done, I didn't have enough. I couldn't get the episode out on time, so I figured I'd just wait until the next day or Monday or something. And then I recorded an episode about the pantry cleaning, and I was going to edit that on Saturday and then upload it on Sunday. But then it was about 2 a.m. Sunday morning when my mom comes in and tells me that our cat is dying. This is the cat. I've mentioned him before. I don't think you've ever seen him on camera, but he's the diabetic cat that'd been peeing all over everything. It turns out he had been acting strangely that night because he is normally very quiet, but that night he was just yelling and carrying on. We couldn't figure out why. Then suddenly he just started yelling like he was in pain. Then he collapsed on the ground. So he was just lying there motionless. His breathing was very shallow. We thought he actually died once or twice, but he still had a very faint breath. And we just stayed with him for about an hour. He got enough strength back to sort of start propping himself upright, and we thought, okay, he might be strong enough to travel now. So we drove about an hour to get to the nearest pet hospital, because that was the only one we could find that was open at 4 a.m. on a Sunday. And so we got there. They ran a bunch of blood tests and stuff, and we found out that he apparently, like I said, he's diabetic. He got insulin shots twice a day. We'd given it to him on Saturday night, and apparently something about what he'd been eating or what he hadn't been eating caused his blood sugar to tank when we gave him his shot that night. And so his blood sugar was at around, I think it was 24, and the normal range is in the hundreds. So his blood sugar was low, his blood pressure was super low, he was dehydrated, and all of that, or maybe caused by, or maybe it caused his kidneys to flare up. And yeah, that's apparently a very common thing when cats get older. A lot of them die of kidney failure. So the vet told us that, he was, they gave him, IV with, glucose and rehydrated him. And they said he was, becoming a little more alert, and there were some promising signs. But they said, it would be best to keep him there overnight, to keep running tests and keep a close watch on him and stuff like that. So we went back home, got in about 6 in the morning, and 12 hours later, they called us to tell us that he had gone into full-on kidney failure and he wasn't going to make it. They said the most that they could possibly do would be to, send him home with a suite of medications and procedures for us to do at home, and then he might linger for a couple more days. And we said, no, just let him go. We don't want him to go through that. So there's not a bite size today, because I just, I slept through most of the day, first of all, and then I just wasn't up to making something silly. Even though it's not, as quite as heavily scripted as the long episodes, I still try to make it, lighthearted and fun, but I didn't have it in me yesterday. So, that's about it. I just wanted to let you guys know. And I'm okay now. I'll be fine, and I'll be back to. I'll try to get back to the normal schedule by Wednesday. I'll have new stuff recorded. So thanks for sticking around, guys, and I'll see you on Wednesday.